I'm regular color, and now I look like an Oompa Loompa. Regular color, Oompa Loompa. Hello, my friend. Today, it is that season again. It is time for FabFitFun. FabFitFun does send this to me every season so that I can review it for you, and I absolutely love that they let me be me for this sponsored video, and that's why I continue to do them. So, we are going to dig deep into the products in here. I have tested all the things that need to be tested, and I've analyzed some of these products for you so you can decide whether FabFitFun really is worth it for you. So if that sounds interesting, hang tight. We're getting into it right now. So as I was mentioning, I am a FabFitFun partner, which means that this is a sponsored video, but I love that FabFitFun lets me just be honest with you and tell you what I think, whether it's sponsored or not. Sometimes after some months, I'm kind of like, are they ever gonna wanna send this to me again? But they always do, and I just love that about FabFitFun. So anyway, it is the winter box. It is a seasonal subscription that you can sign up for an annual membership, or you can sign up for season to season. There are some perks to annual, but we'll get into that in a minute. It is $49.99, but I do have a discount code. It is jenluvs now. It used to be other things, but now it is jenluvs. So if you use that, you will save $10 off of your first box. And they do guarantee that it will be over $200 in monetary value, but we have to decide whether this stuff is worth $200 or $50 or $40 to you. FabFitFun is available in the US, Canada, and the UK. FabFitFun also partners with a lot of women-owned businesses, and they have charities that they sponsor every season. So this month it is the Women's Alzheimer's Movement by Maria Shriver. So they do send this magazine in the box. It tells you more about the charity that they are working with for the month and the women-owned businesses. This magazine is very, very well produced. It's actually a nice magazine to read. If you remember when you used to go to the grocery store and pick up a magazine, or actually have a magazine subscription rather than just going online, this reminds me of that. It's actually very nice. The part we're going to focus on today, though, is this section right here where it explains all of the products. So it tells you what you get, and everybody gets in every box. Some things all members get to customize, which is really cool. And then select members are the ones that have the annual subscription. There are special things that select members get to choose. If you're not a select member, then you just get whatever FabFitFun puts in there for you. So speaking of things in this box, I have a special surprise for you in that I didn't get a whole lot of skincare, hair care things with ingredients in my box. So I had a chance not just to analyze the ingredients of everything that I got, but also all of the choices as well, so that you can make a better choice as to what you want to get. Now, I've had some people in the comments a little bit concerned, saying that I got better stuff than they were able to get. It all has to do with when you've received your box, because the people who get the box for sponsorship get it first. We have the option of choosing from all of the things that are possibly available. If you have an annual membership, you should have a better chance if you go in and pick your things early, or if you sign up for it before a lot of other people, because they do run out of things. So I don't think that it's specifically them having preferential treatment for influencers. I think it's just because we get the stuff first, and then when things sell out, we're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, and we did get to pick what we wanted to get a lot more this season than we typically do. So these were my choices. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay, so the first section is gonna be where all members choose. So we had the choice between the Kate Somerville Goat Milk Moisturizing Cream, the Unhide Low Marshmallow Faux Fur Blanket, the R Plus Co Television Perfect Hair Shampoo and Conditioner, the Jonathan Adler Fleur de Sel Ceramic Candle, or the Rebecca Minkoff Marbled Beanie and Armwear Set. And I don't think they told us exactly what it was gonna be. I think it was just like a list, so I didn't really know. I probably wouldn't have picked this if I'd known exactly what it was, because I don't know. Okay, so here we go. Let me just show you. Okay, this is the Rebecca Minkoff. All right, here we go. So I don't know. I guess that's cute. And then I can roll it up if I want to make it a little bit tighter. You can kind of roll it I don't know, I kind of feel like an ice cream cone. So I'm a little skeptical about the arm warmers. I don't know. Okay, one thing that I do like in them though is it has a little thumb hole. So you know, like when you have a long sleeve shirt and you have to like hold onto your long sleeves in order to put your jacket on, this will prevent them from slipping, which is really nice. I'll put on the other one. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these. I don't know. I have to try them this winter to see, but I do want to show you. This is what they look like. It looks super weird with what I'm wearing right now, but that's okay, I've accepted it. It's to show you what it looks like, and now you can see. So let's talk about the things that I did not get. Let's not pull off my fake hair. Oh, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, yes. Let's talk a little bit about the Kate Somerville Goat Milk Moisturizing Cream. Hello, Editing Jen here. I forgot to put in my disclaimer when I do ingredient analysis that I am not a dermatologist, I am not an esthetician, I am a skincare ingredient and makeup ingredient enthusiast, so take what I'm saying as a non-professional perspective. I also want to mention that when I talk about ingredients, a lot of times the research is based on these ingredients in isolation, and when you're talking about ingredients in a mix, in a product, the ingredients may perform slightly differently, especially since we don't know the concentration of the ingredients. So with that being said, let's get back to the video. It does have as one of its major ingredients ethahexyl palmitate, so if you don't use products with palm oil derivatives for environmental reasons, this one is going to be out for you. If you have acne prone skin, this is something to take note of. Myristol Myrostate, okay? I think I said that right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That is a level 5 on the comedogenicy scale. The comedogenicy scale is kind of may not be accurate for everybody. You really have to go with what works for your individual skin. There's lots of reasons why it may not be accurate for you as an individual, but it's a level 5, which is highly comedogenic. So if you have acne prone skin, sensitive skin, you may want to skip this one and pick something else, because I don't know about that. There's also coconut oil in here, which makes some people break out. There's avocado oil, which some people are allergic to. The only active ingredients in here that look pretty cool are like the milk kind of actives that don't have a ton of research behind them. I don't know. I'm not real excited about that one. Let's just put it that way. Now, the Unhide Low Marshmallow Faux Fur Blanket. This brand was co-founded by Ellen DeGeneres. So depending on how you feel about her, that may make your choice for you. But I looked at the little video that they have on FabFitFun's YouTube channel, and it looks super, super soft. I kind of wish I had chosen that one at this point, but you know, I'm sure I'll get good use out of these. The R Plus Co Television Perfect Hair Shampoo and Conditioner looked like a very nice shampoo and conditioner as far as the ingredients. Of course, I can't speak to how it works, but looked pretty nice if you need a nice shampoo and conditioner. Didn't have any harsh cleansers in there, nothing that I needed to like let you know about, at least that I noticed. The candle, I don't know, man. It looks like it might be like a clean citrus kind of scent. So maybe, and then it was the Rebecca Minkoff. So that's choice number 1. Choice number 2, we had the Lashes MD Eyelash Conditioner. We have the PJ Salvage Faux Trim Cable Slippers, the Erno Laszlo Pork Cleansing Clay Mask, and the Bandu Bluetooth Shower Speaker. And I got the shower speaker was my choice. And okay, so we've got good things and not so good things with this. Very easy to pair. You just have to hold this button down for 3 seconds, go to your Bluetooth section of whatever device you're on and find where it says Bandu and click on it and you should be paired. There is a password if you needed a password, if it asks for one, I think it's like 0000 or something like that. But anyway, very easy to work and use. I put it up in my shower, and when I first put it up, I accidentally put it over where the tiles join. So it fell off. And when it fell off, this part actually opened up. This I don't like. It's got a very long, I don't know if you can see that, a very long little piece of, what do you call it? Silicone. A long piece of silicone here, it's too long, because when you try to push this part down into here, that's when it just doesn't go in very well and it keeps popping out. So if you drop this in the shower or anything, then this is probably going to come open and become exposed. So just be aware of that. Make sure when you put this on, when you wet it and stick it in your shower, don't put it over top of the overlapping tiles, because I was just going too fast, I wasn't paying attention. So you can turn the music on and off in the middle. Down here, you can answer phone calls. Personally, I am not one to want to answer phone calls while I am buck naked. These 2 buttons here have 2 different features. If you hold it for a period of time, I think it's like over 3 seconds, it'll change the volume. If you just press it, it skips the song. I was trying to turn the volume up and I accidentally skipped the song because I didn't hold it long enough. And like, I don't have a subscription to Pandora. So when it skips a song, I can't go back, which is like, it's like one of those moments where you're like, no, I wanted to listen to that By the way, I have a theory. I think Pandora tells their advertisers to make the most annoying commercials ever so that you'll buy the paid version. Anybody heard the "my coffee stain on my white shirt"? That's me, I'm Jane, you know, like that. Oh my gosh, if I have to listen to that commercial one more time. But I'm like being stubborn about it. I'm like, no, Pandora, no, you will not make me get a subscription because this stupid Tide commercial. Anyway, rant over. So positive about this is that it does get very, very loud. I'm gonna go into my YouTube subscriptions because I don't wanna get copyright for music and just play whatever the first video is that was just uploaded, and it looks like an ASMR video. That's probably not a good idea. Okay, so it looks like Holding It Down has, can a single person foster and adopt? Okay, so this is a new channel that I just subscribed to. It's super interesting. All right, so I'm gonna click that so you can hear it.
I hope the lighting is not bad on this video.
Oh.
Nestled in a corner, and like the hallway.
She's being so quiet. Here, let me put on the next video because she's being super quiet. Okay. What happened to Queen Elizabeth? Ooh, from Absolute History. This is gonna be nice and loud. Are you ready? Headphone users, is gonna be loud.
Queen Elizabeth drives to her coronation.
At the Queen's coronation in 1953,
see how loud it is? It's really, really loud.
Of the kingdom assembled, and at the top of the pile.
Be faster.
No. Okay, so I can't play you what just happened. I tried to hit the stop button and it actually switched over to my Pandora, which is kind of interesting. I didn't know it was gonna do that. And then when I hit it again, it stopped it. So you can see it gets very, very, very loud. So if you are hearing impaired and you want a way to make your phone louder or your device louder, this is a great, great option for that. Because you don't even have to use it in the shower. You can use it wherever you want. You can take it around the house while you're doing chores. You can turn your phone up nice and loud, whatever you want to do. And I personally really, really like this. It's not without its faults, but I really like it. So let's talk about the other choices that you had. The Lashes MD Eyelash Conditioner. The active in the eyelash conditioner is something called Pantheon, and its job is to be a humectant and to pull moisture into your skin around your lashes and into the hair itself to make it less breakable. There's also glycerin in here, which is another humectant. That's used in a lot of DIY growth serums. So that looks pretty interesting. Might be something you want to try. I didn't see any super alarming ingredients in there. The next one is the PJ Salvage Faux Trim Cable Slippers, and that's just gonna be a personal taste thing. I don't know other than that. The Erno Laszlo Pore Cleansing Clay Mask. Number 2 ingredient is calamine. It's used as an anti-itch, you may know this, but Paula's Choice says it can be skin sensitizing, so that makes me a little nervous, especially if you have sensitive skin, or if you are planning on using this a lot. It makes me a little nervous because people like to use masks as like a daily or weekly thing, and the more you use this, the more likely it might skin sensitize you to this ingredient. So, ooh, it's kind of icky, and it's also the second ingredient, so it's like, ugh. Calamine can also be really drying to the skin, so keep that in mind. And if you have acne-prone skin, if you dry out your skin too much, your skin could become flaky and actually trap oil underneath your skin and increase breakouts. They also have some really good ingredients that are great for oily skin in here, like kaolin and bentonite, but that calamine really kind of icks me out. There's also fragrance in here, so I'm not a biggest fan of this one just based on the ingredients. So having this choice to do again, I definitely would continue to choose the speaker. I really like this a lot. Choice number 3, we have the Adore by Swarovski Organic Circle Bracelet in Rose Gold, the Baddington Lashes Monroe 3D Silk Lashes plus Glue Kit, the Karuna Face for All Face and Eye Mask Set, and the Rodial Soft Focus Glow Drops. Okay, so I chose the lashes, and those are the lashes that I'm wearing today. What's the price on these babies? It says these lashes are $32. There is no way I would pay $32 for these lashes. I actually like these less than some of my drugstore, like my Ardell lashes, my Coco lashes. They have a very thick band. So I found, at least this one time that I've used them, I found that using their lash glue, maybe it's their lash glue, I don't know, I had trouble sticking it on the inner and outer corners. It kept popping up because the lash band is thick and it's a little bit stiff. So you have to make sure that the lash glue has dried quite a bit so it's very tacky before you put it on your eyes, or else it's just gonna pop right up. So it was a little tricky to work with. If you've never done false lashes before and you have trouble with these, oh, it's not you, it's the lashes. Don't worry about it. A way to work with them if you do get them in your box, if you want to, this is an idea, but once you do it, it's done, I'm just letting you know, is to cut them in half and then just use half of the lash on the outer corner of your eye with the longest lashes that are sticking out toward this corner of your eye, and then the shortest lashes pointing toward the middle of your eye, whichever that happens to be. They're definitely not the easiest lashes to work with. If you're a false lash expert, you'll probably have absolutely no problem. I do think they're absolutely beautiful, but they do have that really thick black lash band, and if that's not something you're used to, it may not be good for you. I think the bracelet looks really, really cute. I probably wouldn't have picked that just because I don't wear a lot of bracelets. I don't like the feeling of it dingle-dangling on my arm, but it's really pretty. The face mask set, I can't really tell what's in it. So I don't know what kind of face masks are in here, so I couldn't really look at the ingredients, but the ones that I was able to look up, the ingredients actually looked really nice. So if you like face masks, this may be a good choice for you. If I had to choose this over again, I probably would have chosen these Soft Focus Glow Drops. They do have squalane in them, which mimics your skin's sebum, so it's actually a really nice skin balancing ingredient to use as a primer if you have that issue with skin balancing. No other really super notable ingredients in there except for fragrance is in there, but I think that I would probably have picked that if I had this choice to do over again. All right, we are at the halfway point-ish. This is number 4. Now, these next 2 are ones that only select members get a choice. If you are a season-to-season subscriber, then FabFitFun will pick one for you. We had the choice of the Beauty Bakery Proof is in the Puddin' palette, the LXMI Pure Nautica Melt, the Hooray Sidekick Crossbody Bag, or the Paper Source 12-month Rose Floral Planner. And I chose the Beauty Bakery palette, and it is what I'm wearing on my lid today. I do have different shadows on my lower lash line, which I'll tell you about in a minute. Okay, Beauty Bakery eyeshadows I have never really liked, and the reason why is I like really poppy pigmented eyeshadows, and I don't find typically Beauty Bakery to have really poppy pigmented eyeshadows, but that doesn't mean this isn't going to be useful for some people. I tried to use the darker shades on my lid today so you could see kind of the darkest you can pretty much make it. So the color selection is warm brown. It may be something you already own. Maybe you're new to shadow. If you're new to shadow or you like really natural looks, this is probably made for you. I also use this as a face palette today. I used Mango Pudding as my blush today, and then I used Warm Cocoa kind of as a contourish kind of shade, and then Butterscotched as my highlight, so you can see kind of what my cheek looks like. So that's another option too if you get this. I felt like it performed better as a face palette than it did as an eye palette because it really has that buildable shadow kind of situation. And with cheek products, you don't really want them to go on super dark because then you end up looking crazy and having to blend it out, and it's insane. So it worked really, really well as that, especially the highlight. Really loving the highlight a lot. The shadows are not bad. They don't blend away when you blend them. They're not bad quality shadows. They just don't have a bunch of pop and punch in them. So you just kind of have to decide what kind of shadows you like, and that'll kind of help you decide on this whether it's right for you or not. As far as ingredients, it's a pretty basic, simple eyeshadow formula. Nothing really stands out as being crazy bad. It does have that ethylhexyl palmitate that we talked about earlier if you don't use palm oil derivatives for environmental reasons. Just a little FYI on my lower lash line, I do have 2 Clionadh Cosmetics eyeshadows. I have the shade Ciel, C-I-E-L, which is the blue that's here, and then the lighter color over here is a shade called Lumiere. So I wanted to let you know that. And then on my lips today, I have the Dose of Color shade called Campfire with a little bit of this Fenty Beauty eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Teeny Keeny, and it's this little glittery guy here. I just put that in the middle of my lips just to give a little bit extra shine. So now let's talk about the other choices. The LXMI Pure Nautica Melt. I didn't know what the world that was. I looked at the ad on the website and it straight up says it'll make your skin feel like a slug. I was like, what? Is that a good thing? because for me, with my textural issues on my face, that is not a good thing. No, 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 no. So glad I didn't choose this. So what this is 100% of a relative of shea butter. I don't know if it's better performing than regular shea butter. It's a relative of it, so it's supposed to perform similarly to shea butter. Shea butter is a great ingredient for your skin. Is it super bougie and fancy like I think that they're trying to make it be out to be? I don't know about that. I couldn't find any direct research on this particular ingredient. When you search for this ingredient, you pretty much only get this brand and their information about it. So that's a little suspicious, a little sus for me. That's the only information I can find is from the brand. So that just leads me to believe that this is probably just shea butter. Or close, very, very close to it. So if you really like shea butter, this may be a product that you'll enjoy. I don't want to feel like a slug. I'm glad I passed on it. The Hooray Sidekick Crossbody Bag, not really my style. I'm glad I didn't pick that. And the 12-month Rose Floral Planner, I'm not a planner. I've tried multiple planners. I'm decluttering my room right now, and I found an old planner of mine. You know how many days I wrote in it? 2. When I was teaching, I got one of those fancy planners that you get like your name on and everything. You know how many months I did it? 1. I'm just not a planner. So that one didn't fit me either. So I'm actually really glad that I got the palette. This was the best choice for me. Okay, the next ones are gonna go pretty fast because there's less choices. So number 5 is the Ahava Salt Bag, the Frank Body Original Coffee Scrub, or the Vera Mona Color Switch. I chose the Vera Mona Color Switch. One thing I appreciate about this is that the tin is pretty easy to open. So if you have fine motor grasping issues, things like that, a lot of times tins like this, you have to like take your nail and kind of wiggle around, kind of try to get them off, and it's just really annoying, like lip balm little tubs and stuff, super annoying. This is not like that. And the idea is that you use a powder product, eyeshadow, face powder, whatever, and you clean your brush off like this in this thing, and then the product collects down in the bottom, and just every once in a while you have to clean that out and just dump out the product. When this came out, this was pretty revolutionary. Everybody was really excited about it, like, oh my gosh, it's like a new way to clean brushes, and it's dry and it's so great, and it does work great. But my preferred method, the way that I've been cleaning my brushes for a long time, ever since then, I just bought some cheap washcloths at Walmart or Target or whatever, and these are the ones that I've been using for years. You can also take a kitchen sponge, you know, like those rough kitchen sponges, cut it, and you can use something like that. The only thing is that there's nowhere for the product to go, so it is gonna get all over wherever, you know, you're putting it. So this is just pretty convenient. So it is very effective at getting powder products off of brushes. It works really well. The other products, the Ahava Salt Bag, it's Dead Sea salt is what it is, and you're supposed to put it in your bath and soak in your bath with it. And believe it or not, there's actually research behind Dead Sea salt. There was one study that they found some scientific evidence specifically for psoriasis that it helped with that. That was just a study. I don't know about this particular product with that. It wasn't this product that was tested in that study, but it's, you know, if you have especially dry skin or irritated skin, this may help with that. There's some claims that it fights free radicals, that it can help soothe sore joints and muscles. You can also use the salt to exfoliate your skin. I'm not a bath person. I don't take baths really, so this is not something that I would personally choose, but maybe this would be a good one for you. And then the Frank Body Original Coffee Scrub, it's coffee seed and sweet almond oil, which sweet almond oil is fantastic for your skin as a moisturizer. The coffee seed probably is mostly just gonna be, you know, the exfoliator there. There is some orange oil in here, which can be skin sensitizing. It is a fragrance oil. So coffee seed, the big benefit to that is it isn't a very harsh scrub, and it's also natural. So as it goes into the waterways or whatever, it is a natural thing. So that's very nice to know that you're putting something natural into nature. So if I had to do this again, what would I pick? I would pick this. I would continue to pick this. I'm glad that I have it. Is it something I would probably go out and purchase? No, but I'm very thankful to have it. At this point, we're moving on to the items that everybody gets. So this one, FabFitFun will choose one or the other for you, no matter what your subscription is. You get either the Incredibles Nails Ink Thirsty Hand Mask Duo or the Cusio. I'm gonna go with Cusio. because Cuccio is very unfortunate. Somatology Calm Plus Clean Epsom Salt Hand and Body Wash. I did use this in my shower today for the first time, and it was quite nice. It is very heavily fragranced. It has a strong fragrance. So if you don't like fragrance in your bath products, this is something you definitely want to skip. But it did a nice job cleaning my body. I felt like, you know, it lathered up very nicely, and it was a nice experience. Let me tell you what the fragrance is. It's very floral soapy. As far as positive ingredients in this, there's a honey derivative in here called hydroxypropyltrimonium honey. Yes, and it is a processed honey that isn't sticky. Supposedly still gives you the benefit of the honey without the stick to it. Honey is a humectant and an antioxidant. I personally like honey in my products. That's just me personally, as long as it's ethically sourced and there's no way to know where this honey was sourced from. The bad one in here is lavender oil. Whenever I mention this in the video, I get comments about how lavender oil is fine, that they sell essential oils and lavender oil is fine. It's not. Research says that it can have skin damaging effects in as low of a concentration as 0.25%. I don't know how much lavender is in this, but I can smell it very strong, so I would imagine there's quite a bit of lavender in here. But one pro this has that an essential oil may not have is that this is a rinse-off product, so there's less time for it to sit on your skin. I would be more concerned if this was a leave-on product, but this is a rinse-off, so that's much better. The hand mask duo, you put it over your hands and you let it sit there and you let your hands feel all gunky and blah, probably very slimy for a while. It's supposed to be good for your hand skin. Number one ingredient is water. Then glycerin, shea butter, grapefruit extract, olive oil extract, hydrolyzed collagen. So the glycerin and the shea butter, that's really gonna be what's giving you the effects. The glycerin is going to pull that moisture from the water into your hands and really moisturize. I bet this works very, very well. Let me just say that. The hydrolyzed collagen is also a moisturizer. It's not gonna increase collagen production. It doesn't do that. The molecule's too large, but it can be a nice moisturizer. The olive oil extract. Olive oil, you just don't wanna use it on your skin every day. There was a study done when they were testing it for baby products that they put olive oil in the same spot and it for many days, and it did break down the skin's barrier. So as long as you're not using this every day, it should be all right as far as the olive oil. But what is kind of on this is that it does have quite a bit of citrus oil. We have grapefruit extract, we have lemon, orange, citral, citronellol, limonene, linalool. All of the bad ones are in this, which, you know, fragrance oils are skin sensitizing. So yeah, that's not a good thing. I wish they hadn't thrown all that in there. I know they want you to have a nice sensorial, relaxing experience, but that's a lot. I'm actually happy that I have this. If I had to pick one or the other, I would pick this one. It's got the most positive with the least amount of negative if I had to choose from the two, but you don't really get a choice on this one. It's whichever one you get. So whichever one you get, now you know about it. And then finally, the last two are ones that everybody gets no matter what. This is the Dry Bar Prep Rally Prime Plus Prep Detangler. Yes, so this has sea buckthorn oil, which helps with breakage, has black seed oil, it's also called black cumin. It might help seal moisture into the hair. It has nettle leaf extract, which will increase your shine in your hair. Sunflower seed oil, biotin, that panthenol we talked about from the lash growth serum is in here. There is a lot of fragrance in here. When you spray it, I actually really love the scent of this. It smells like some of my favorite perfumes. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to spray it actually on my face. I was trying to spray it, so I smelled it and it sprayed a little bit too far. It smells really good. It's got like a sexy floral kind of scent. It smells amazing. And because it's going on your hair, which is not living, I just ate some accidentally. That was not a Don't ingest it, that's a bad idea. Because it is going on your hair, the fragrance thing may dry out your hair a little bit, but it's got some really, really good ingredients to combat that in here. It says it has up to a 450-degree heat protectant, that's for Fahrenheit, 232 degrees Celsius on the heat protectant. I used it today and I feel like, well, this is not cute. When did that happen? Why didn't you tell me? Other than that little bit of hair that's poofing out on top of my head, I didn't even realize. I felt like it made my hair look really shiny. I didn't use any other products other than this today. I'm really anxious to use this more. I'm really excited about the ingredients in here. And like I said, the fragrance doesn't bother me as far as fragrance because it is going mostly on my hair. And I really like the fragrance. It's very sexy smelling. I have a feeling my husband's gonna come home and be like, "Ooh, baby, your hair smells good."
Unfiltered.
And then finally, the last thing does not have ingredients. It is the original makeup eraser. I did a review of this a really, really long time ago, back when I lived in my old house, and I was shocked with how well it worked. Hello my friends, welcome to my first impression / review of the original makeup eraser. This was sent to me for review by a young lady named Kelly. This is how the towel looks after using it. I can't believe this is taking this off so well. This is unbelievable, I'm telling you. And there's no chemicals on here or anything, it's just a towel. Like, I don't get it. That is crazy. So, there's my face with no makeup. And it feels good too. It's like super soft. I'm not gonna question it. I just know that this thing works. I actually have two of these. I have a pink one and then I have this blue one. I love my makeup eraser, and a lot of people will say all you need is a microfiber cloth. It does the same thing, and that's very, very true. But the big difference between the makeup eraser and other things that are similar to the makeup eraser is the texture of the cloth. When I get a microfiber towel, I feel like it sticks to my skin a little bit. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like where it gets like, I don't know, it feels weird on my skin, and I don't like the way that feels. This is very, very soft. I love taking this for travel instead of taking a makeup remover. This is what I typically take with me because it's just so much easier than carrying an extra product. I just throw this in, put a little warm water on it, and it removes makeup so well. So you might be able to find cheaper versions of this somewhere that work just as well, but the makeup eraser itself works great. So the fact that everybody's getting a makeup eraser, I can't wait for you to try it. If you're getting this, it is really, really good. All right, so now it is judgment time. Dun, 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 dun. What do I think? Do I think this was worth $50? This is what I'm thinking. All right, I feel like between the speaker, the makeup eraser, the hair stuff, and the eyeshadow palette as a face palette, these definitely cross over the $50 mark for me. If I saw this in a box for $50, I would get it. That's the way I feel. But you see, it takes quite a few products to get to that $50 mark. Those are the things I'm super excited that I got. I am excited about the color switch, but I feel like I could have done without it. I feel the same way about the hat and the arm warmers. It's like, I'm kind of happy to have it, but it's kind of like, the body wash, I never would have bought this, but I'll probably use it. Even though I never would have purchased this, but I'm not excited about it. And then the eyelashes, I'm gonna use them, but I would never buy this because they're just not, they're too hard to use. I'd rather use my Ardell's, I'd rather use my Cocoa lashes that are cheaper and are easier to use. At this point, my friend, it is your turn in the collective brain of Makeup Awesomeness, where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. Leave your thoughts about this season's FabFitFun down below. I would love to know your thoughts about this, whether you get FabFitFun, you don't get FabFitFun, you're an annual member, you're a seasonal member. What do you think of this box? Do you think it's better than past boxes? Not as good as past boxes? Do you think it's just a bunch of stuff thrown in? I get that a lot. People are like, it's just a bunch of stuff. I feel like with any of these subscriptions, you're taking a gamble, and it's kind of fun getting a box full of stuff, you know, and getting a surprise. It's kind of fun. And I don't know, I like it. I like FabFitFun, but I would love to know your thoughts because we all have a right to different opinions. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to FabFitFun for sponsoring this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up before you go, because that helps to tell YouTube to share it with other people. And if you'd like to hang out a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a video for you right down there for you to watch and hang out a little bit more. If it's time for you to move on for your day, it's no problem at all. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did. Mad, mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very, very soon.